We used a cover of the Coldplay song Warning Sign that we had found on SoundCloud. Coldplay being under the genre of alternative rock, we had to plan our music video to use, develop or challenge the forms and conventions of a real music video under this genre. Personally, when I watch videos created by Coldplay, they usually have an emotional atmosphere behind the videos. We've researched into different artists that also fit under this genre, and these artists were The Fray and Snow Patrol, but with our main inspiration being Coldplay. All these bands had similar videos that tend to have a sad storyline that relates to love or loss. The location of the videos also tend to be set in one location and focuses primarily on the band or lead singer. We challenged this by choosing a complex storyline with a variety of different shots rather than just focusing on our lead singer James. In Coldplay's music video Yellow, the whole video consists of the lead singer walking down the beach in a dull atmosphere. But because we wanted our production to be more appealing and interesting, we used a range of locations, including fields, the woods, inside a yurt and at a graveyard. We wanted to have the contrast of daylight and evening to create different moods.
How effective is the combination of your main production and the auxiliary text? We wanted our album cover to time with our genre and our final production. I describe our film to be fairly emotional, and so we wanted our album cover to reflect this feeling. We thought the imagery on the front should be lifted from the video so we can promote the video through an image. We decided that it should be of the lead singer, who is James. We liked the shot of him playing the guitar sat outside the yurt. We thought it was a good idea to use him in this shot as a way to endorse himself as an artist. The inside of the cover would be of the scenery, with James's back turned towards the camera. It was simplistic yet beautiful and showed our use of shot and scenery. The image on the back we decided should be of our opening shot of James and the girl walking in between the trees. We chose this one to give an insight into the video and the meaning of the song being about her.
What have you learnt from your audience feedback? Earlier on in the year, before we started planning our music video, we created a spoof so that we could familiarise ourselves with the technology and process of getting feedback. We uploaded our spoof to the well-known and highly used social network site Facebook. Before we started our A2 production, we also conducted a survey asking people questions about what they expect and enjoy from music videos. By doing this, it gave us an insight into what would make our production more successful. And from the results, we were able to make our music video more appealing as well. By doing this, we could receive honest feedback through our friends. We were able to ask for feedback and see if it was enjoyed by others through the amount of likes it received. All in all, our production received successful feedback from many people. The most common piece of feedback we received was from people telling us that it made them emotional and that it was beautifully shot. This sticks to the atmosphere that is usually displayed in an alternative rock music video, which is an aspect of previous Coldplay songs that was one of our inspirations. Other positive feedback said the cover went well with the scenery and the different shot types to make the production more appealing to the eye. We were pleased with the feedback we received and the amount of people that had enjoyed what we had created. The only limitation factor of using Facebook as a way of receiving feedback was the fact our video did not receive any constructive criticism, and therefore we did not know how to improve next time. I believe that this might have something to do with the fact that it was our friends giving feedback and they felt obliged to be kind and give positive feedback about our media piece.
How did you use media technologies in the construction and research, planning and evaluation stages? We use YouTube a lot for our planning to get inspiration from other music videos and to analyse how other videos within the same genre look, and then compare and get ideas, which we could then use or even challenge in our own production. We also used PB Works, which allowed us to look at previous media students' work, which we found helpful as we could watch their music videos and study their process of planning. This enabled us to make ours even better, as we could see what was missing from their work and expand on ours. We used the editing software Final Cut Pro 7, which luckily was available in the Apple Mac computers at college. We wanted to use good editing software as we had problems last year with the normal editing software on the school computers, such as Pinnacle. We found using Final Cut Pro was a lot more efficient as it gave us more options with lighting and effects. Also, we found that it was easier to use, which meant that producing the video was easier. With the software being at college, this meant we were limited to when we could edit due to the lack of computers that held the software, but also other students needing to do the same thing with their project. We spent most of our free periods and lunchtimes working on our editing to make sure that we met the deadline. We used a better camera for filming, whereas last year we filmed on a low-quality handheld camera. This camera had a much better zoom and was in high definition. This was found to be beneficial as our shots looked a lot more focused and of a higher quality. We used more equipment for our production, such as a tripod, which gave us still and controlled shots. We found that having this equipment enabled us to do more, get better shots, better angles and better lighting. The limitations of using this camera was the fact it was on HDV tape rather than on an SD card. This meant that it was harder and more time consuming to transfer our shots onto the computer to start editing. This meant we fell behind slightly at the beginning as we struggled to sync the camera to the computer. Overall, we are both really pleased with the outcome of our final A2 production. We enjoyed the process of planning and producing the video, although it became very stressful at times.